Being inside the walls of a hospital is something Joe Wells knows all too well.
Both my parents had triple bypasses. I really thought the first heart attack was going to keep me from having to do that.
Joe was working out here in this room at Baylor Scott & White All Saints Medical Center, Fort Worth in 2024 when he started feeling short of breath. He immediately went to the emergency room. Doctors told Joe he had a second heart attack and needed surgery.
One of the things that I got out of my triple bypass is that I don't have any time anymore for things that stress me out.
We first met Joe last year after he ran a half marathon. He told us this.
My goal this time is next June. I'm planning to take a couple of younger, fitter family members with me, and we're going to hike to the top of Mount Elbert in Colorado.
Joe is a man of his word.
Trained hard on treadmills, did a lot of running, did a lot of weight training.
This summer, the 68-year-old headed to Mount Elbert with his nephew, Andrew, at 4:30 in the morning.
It was steep. I was suffering from a cold, so it was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And it was pretty strenuous, more strenuous than I anticipated.
But he stuck to his training and continued stepping forward.
I just couldn't get the words to come out of my mouth to say, Andrew, we've got to turn around and go back. It would have been harder to turn around than it would have been to keep going. It took us 9 hours to get to the top.
14,440 feet. That's the elevation the two men reached.
There's a feeling when you're standing on top of that mountain that you're up higher than anybody in the state of Colorado.
Achieving his goal means Joe is now climbing towards another one.
I can tell you that the term 70-year-old triathlete appeals to me. So I've started swimming. I have a bike and I run a couple of times a week. So maybe working towards doing an Ironman at age 70.
Joe shows people of all ages.
It's not the goal, but the journey.
It's a journey and path he stays on as he inspires others while continuing to move forward with his third chance at life. In Fort Worth, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. It's been a long journey for Chicago-based artist Mark Paul John.
I left yesterday evening from Chicago around 6:30. And I drove nearly 1,000 miles.
It's a drive with an important mission.
Hey, how you doing, Chief? Good. I came over here and gave this picture to the firefighters over here in the great city of Garland.
He's known as the Freedom Artist, hand-delivering his artwork to first responders in 36 states around the anniversary of the 9/11 attacks.
It was a tribute to 9/11, and as soon as I turned around and looked at the TV, I saw the video footage of this image. And the light bulb went off, and 20-something hours later, I was done with the picture.
That was in 2001. And today, Garland Fire Department Chief Mark Lee received the 976th drawing.
My eyes get a little watery. It evokes the emotions from that day and that moment in time.
Mission accomplished. That's my goal. My goal is to show my appreciation. And when they acknowledge that and they accept that, that's payment right there. This is something I did about 22 years ago.
Mark made another trip before coming to the Garland Fire Department. This is the painting Mark gave the Garland Police Department. It's called United We Stand, and it represents law enforcement's dedication to serving the community.
If a stranger can come into your hometown and positively affect your community, then I think that's something that everybody should look in the mirror and say, hey, I could do that too.
But I was on duty the day that those towers were struck. And so when people 24 years later are still recognizing the impact in the fire service that day had, it makes it even in a more emotional day.
The self-taught artist with a natural gift plans to bring emotions to first responders' hearts for years to come.
Thank you very much, Mark.
In Garland, Dawn White, CBS News Texas. From planting new signs to repainting buildings,
setting up for the fair is truly controlled chaos.
Preparations for the State Fair of Texas are in full swing.
We're fast and furious getting things set up and ready to go for the fair. We are pouring new concrete, we are upgrading lighting across the grounds, stands are already up, coupon booths are already out.
Fair spokesperson Taylor Polfer says one of the most iconic parts of Fair Park is getting a major facelift.
We've been working on the Cotton Bowl fast and furious to get ready for the fair because, of course, we've got 2 football games in the Cotton Bowl this year, as well as a brand new game that'll take place the last weekend of the fair, a soccer game, the State Fair Classico.
In addition to making sure things are ready for the anticipated millions of fair goers, fans can anticipate new features this year.
We've got 2 new rides on the Midway for our thrill lovers. We'll have some new shows on the Fringe stage, break dancers. That's going to be a fun one to see.
The State Fair of Texas is creating a huge economic impact for the area. Hundreds of temporary workers are here just for setup.
We have nearly 2,100 seasonal employees this year, and when you think about all of the vendors across the fairgrounds, it's nearly 7,000 jobs that we are adding with the State Fair of Texas event.
The State Fair of Texas kicks off September 26th and continues through October 19th. In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.
I'm a survivor.
A room of budding young singers tests out their vocal skills for Rainbow Days Camp Bravo at the Episcopal School of Dallas.
It means a lot. I'm really happy to be here.
The camp also means a lot to 9-year-old Aiden Clemens.
My friends so far here are very kind and compassionate. I also, when sometimes they need help, I can help them, and when I need help, they can help.
Behind each note sung comes a special purpose for these campers.
We're taking over 150 children who are residing in area shelters throughout Dallas and giving them the opportunity to shine on stage.
Rainbow Days CEO Tiffany Bodine designed Camp Bravo to give children ages 5 through 15 who are experiencing homelessness an opportunity to be like every other kid during the summer.
There are actually over 4,500 children who are reported homeless in Dallas Independent School District each year. And so these include children who are living with their families in shelters, experiencing domestic violence situations, or residing in motels where they don't have a permanent residence.
This is the first of 3 Rainbow Days camps for children experiencing homelessness, and the nonprofit has been putting these camps on for 30 years. Whether it's music or videography class, the kids say Camp Bravo gives them a feeling of happiness during often stressful times.
The camp makes me feel carefree and lose all my stress that I have sometimes, because people are there for me when I feel at my downest moments, and if I don't want to talk about it, they're still there for me.
I feel like it's a good experience to be able to go to a place and explore and be able to do stuff instead of just staying at home and not doing nothing.
Kids get to take center stage at Camp Bravo and learn they can be the stars of their own lives, despite their hardships. In Dallas, Dawn White, CBS News Texas.